Welcome back. Democrats and Republicans are, of course, battling it out to try and win over both chambers come November in the midterm elections.
Tuesday was the first primary election since the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade. And national political correspondent Alex Miller, she's in Oklahoma City this morning, where the state has 2 Senate seats up for grabs. So, Alex, what is the latest out of where you are this morning?
Well, Rob, good morning. This state is incredibly red. So the focus last night during the primaries was, of course, on the Republican primaries. Governor Kevin Stitt easily won his Republican primary with nearly 70% of the vote. Now, he is the governor who signed the first abortion ban in the nation here in Oklahoma. He is going to likely sail to re-election. Now, there are those 2 Senate seats up for grabs that you just mentioned. First, Senator James Lankford, he was running for re-election. He won his primary as well. And then Senator Jim Inhofe is retiring. There was a open Senate seat here. Congressman Mark Wayne Mullen and the former Speaker of the Oklahoma House, T.W. Shannon, they will advance to a runoff, neither of them getting more than that 50% of the vote. But it's interesting here, obviously, after this Roe decision went into effect, abortion has been banned here for even longer than the last week. Abortions here effectively stopping last month after a series of laws signed into effect. More laws actually coming later this summer.
Alex, of course, a few other states held primaries yesterday. Anything significant out of those? We know this is the first one coming after the big Roe decision, probably weighing on some voters' minds, as well as concerns about maybe the insurrection, inflation, and so forth.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, of course, the economy is likely to be the #1 decision. We'll find out, I think, in the later months whether the Roe overturning really had as big of an impact as the economy does. But in New York, Governor Kathy Hochul won her party's nomination. This is a big deal because she had not run for office for this governor position before, because she was appointed after Governor Andrew Cuomo had to resign. And if she is elected this time around, she will be the first woman elected to be governor in the state of New York. But she does have a primary challenger, and that is sitting Congressman Lee Zeldin. He beat out a handful of challengers, including Rudy Giuliani's son, Andrew Giuliani, for this position. Obviously, that race is going to be somewhat contentious, but New York being the blue state that it is, like Hochul is likely to sail to a victory. Now, I want to also talk about Illinois. There were 2 races that I want to talk about that have to do with Trump's endorsement. He did not endorse in every single race that happened yesterday. He picked his races very specifically. Darren Bailey is going to be the nominee for governor for the Republicans. He chose him. He won his race. And also Mary Miller. This is a race that I was watching because of redistricting. There were 2 sitting members of Congress who had to run against each other. He picked Mary Miller. She won her race as well. You know, what's interesting between the Illinois race, and there were also races in Colorado, guys, those races, the Democrats tried to boost the more conservative candidate there, the more Trump-endorsed candidate there, because they believe that in their states, that if the more conservative candidate won the nomination, that they might have an easier time in November. And obviously, this is all about making sure that they can win the general election when Democrats are expected to have a very tough battle in November.
That's a pretty interesting strategy to push them more towards the right, because it could come back to haunt them if Trump's power on the party is still as strong as some believe it is. It's risky, to say the least.
Yeah.
Alex Miller reporting from Oklahoma City. Thanks, Alex.